Number 33, Lucifer Danae, 7-2, the 1 Jet Renegade, and the 6 With No Limit. Just before racing, I'd like to draw your attention to the safety notice in your race programme. Please, in the interest of the safe running of today's fixture, obey all the public announcements with regard to safety. Stand well back from the fences. Be careful of any loose horses which may head in your direction. Please leave the pathways clear at all times for the medical services. And if you have children or pet animals with you today, please keep them supervised. So we'll have a good sporting day. Starter raises the flag and off and racing. So the first race of the day is the Goffs UK Aintree Sale 4-year-old Maiden Division 1. They're heading down the hill to what will be the first of 12 fences. It's about 2.5 laps for the 3 miles in all today's contests. And coming through the gapway on the run to number 1, up there prominent, is With No Limit in the double blue colours of the Fogartys. That one is prominent, and another one to the 4 in the early stages is My Dad, as they rise at fence number 1, and all take it safely. So With No Limit from My Dad in 3rd position. Then we find Stick to the Script, and they in turn are hunted up in 4th place by Come Out of the Fog. Further back in mid-division then to locate We Are One, and after that the 3 at the back of the field include Lucifer Danae, who's out the back in company with Siege of Acres, and last of all, as they come up past the winning post for the first time, is Jet Renegade. So we started with 8, and they've taken the first 2 fences safely, and they're about to make the left-handed swing towards the back straight, where it'll be greeted by the first of 3 fences they'll take, and that's With No Limit and Kerry jockey Ross Sugru, leading by 2 lengths or so. To in 2nd position is My Dad, this one representing former Kilkenny All-Ireland winner Kieran Purcell. Up there in 3rd position on the inside for Walter Connors is Stick to the Script, this one racing out of Sam Curling's team. And then 4th and 5th places Come Out of the Fog in turn is followed in the red and white check colours We Are One for the Kennedys. And then further back on the inside, Derek O'Connor's runner here, which is Siege of Acres, ridden by Paul O'Neill. Still held up at the back are the likes of Jet Renegade, and also held up there is Lucifer Danae. So they take the middle fence and all appear over it safely, and now they continue travelling on now towards the end of the back straight and what will be fence number 5 of the 12. At the moment in the 4-year-old Maiden, it is With No Limit who's out there bowling along in front. So the Wexford runner in the field, With No Limit, about to climb the hill to complete the first circuit, followed in 2nd place by the County Kilkenny trained My Dad. They're 1 and 2. Climbing in 3rd place then is Stick to the Script, and further back to find in a share of 4th, representing Galway in this contest, is Siege of Acres, who's on the inside of We Are One. And then comes, representing the Shark Hanlon's team, Come Out of the Fog. And the 2 at the back of the field, the Limerick runner from Enda Bulgers, that's Lucifer Danae, and Jet Renegade, who's the 2nd of the Wexford region runners, this one for the Farrell team. So they now come over the next fence, and at this point they're about halfway in all the contests. We've got 6 more to jump, and enjoying an uncontested lead is With No Limit. So With No Limit is a length and a half in front. 2nd place is held by My Dad. 3rd down the inside is Stick to the Script, and then Come Out of the Fog will take this fence just in 4th alongside the Siege of Acres. 3 from the back of the field, We Are One. Lucifer Danae remains at the back with Jet Renegade. So a lap to go, and they have 5 more to jump, and only about 10 lengths first to last. But driving on in front is Russ Sugru aboard With No Limit. So With No Limit turns into the back straight. The 5th last awaits him, and he's 2 lengths in front from My Dad on the outside of Stick to the Script. As they pop over this one, in 4th has Come Out of the Fog alongside Siege of Acres, and then comes Jet Renegade, who's still travelling well in about 6th place on the inside of Lucifer Danae and We Are One. The 8 runners make their way now into the final mile. They've got 2 more fences in the back and 2 in the home straight, a total of 4 left to jump. And With No Limit continues to bring them along at a nice gallop as they're about to rise at this next fence. So With No Limit from My Dad, Stick to the Script, come out of the fog. Siege of Acres as they get away from it. Siege of Acres is screwed over in fourth on the inside, but With No Limit continues to drive on in front here as they come now to the third last fence. With No Limit jumps a bit out to his right there. Closing in second is Stick to the Script, who goes up there into second spot for David Doyle. They're 1 and 2, followed in third place. Paul O'Neill improves and Siege of Acres will come out of the fog. And after these, Lucifer Dane stays on in fifth place for local jockey Mikey O'Connor, followed by Jet Renegade. My Dad has dropped away and tailed off as We Are One. They're coming down the hill into the last 3 or 4 furlongs. 2 more to jump, and they're now beginning to fan out as the pace is pumped on here by With No Limit. Leads up from in second place, still within hauling range is Stick to the Script. They've gone on from Siege of Acres and Lucifer Dane staying on for a place as they come over the second last. With No Limit now only a length in front as beginning to press for the lead is Stick to the Script, but With No Limit finds a bit more from Stick to the Script. They've gone on from Lucifer Dane and Siege of Acres. Is this another 4-year-old winner for the Fogartys? Because With No Limit is 3-4 lengths clear and at the moment holding Stick to the Script. Here's the final fence. With No Limit pings it and is flying up the run-in. So With No Limit is going to win for us, Sugru, and the Fogartys makes practically all the running and wins by about 8 to 10 in the end. Second home was Stick to the Script. They drew clear in turn from Lucifer Dane, Siege of Acres. Fifth was Jet Renegade, and then Come Out of the Fog was sixth and the last to complete.
The result of the first division of the Castle Plate, it finished 6, 18, 33 and 23. Once again, it finished 6, 18, 33 and 23. And just going back to the first race, the best turned out was horse number 18, Stick to the Script, from the Sam Curling Yard. Congratulations to Nicole, the groom in charge, of course, and thanks to Finu Health for sponsoring that prize. Now, please get your race card ready. We'll run through the runners and riders for Division 2 of race number 1. Number 2, Mr. F. Maguire. Over the page, number 13, Mr. S. Cotter, claiming 5. Number 22, Mr. E. Mahan. Over the page, number 24, Mr. C. Shine. Number 30, Mr. A. Leahy, claiming 5. Number 35, Mr. A. Feeney, claiming 5. Number 38, Mr. R. Sugru, claiming 5. And number 42, Mr. A. Ryan. Numbers again for Division 2 are 2, 13, 22, 24, 30, 35, 38, and 42. 8 runners. Calling Michael Purden to the parade ring, please. So once again, the result 6, 18, 33, and 23. The distances were 10 lengths, 23 lengths, and 1.5.